most reform programs do not have a specific, concrete focus, conscious focus on democratic governance, purely and simply. I mean, it's in the rhetoric. Conceptually, everybody agrees. Rhetorically, there's policies and it's wonderful. But when it comes right down to it, what are we doing? We're doing operational strengthening, basically. The shorthand, train and equip. And train and equip, by the way, can be, you can build a police station. It's not that you're just training, a military officer. And of course, that's necessary. I mean, you have to have the infrastructure. But if you don't consciously focus on improving democratic governance, and if you don't consciously focus on those actors who have an important role to play in that. So you have to have your National Audit Office not only capacitated, but to have the political backing to be able to engage. You have to have Parliament capacitated. You have to have civil society capacitated. And this is and so it's a whole range of actors who need to be engaged. So you have certain actors whose role it is to support governments in strengthening their public finance management systems, who basically ignore this sector to a very large degree. Now that's a problem, because I don't think you can ask an SSR advisor to provide that kind of information to the degree and depth that is necessary, right? They have to create the demand for it or pave the way for it to be accepted, right, on that side, but that's not their role. So there's other actors. And when people do parliamentary strengthening, how many parliamentary strengthening programs actually focus on security and justice issues? So there are all sorts of oversight actors, and there's all sorts of programs in theory to support them, but they don't really go into the to the aspects of the security sector. Now, my own personal feeling is, in terms of public finance management, that there actually is not that much that's hugely different between doing good public finance management in the security and justice sector, different between that and the education sector. Now, the politics, of course, is different, and the sensitivities are different, and there will be some differences in terms of procurement and so on and so forth. But my own personal view is that there isn't that much that's different. And if you really understand public finance management, you can go a very long way in this area. The issues for oversight actors is a bit different, and it's how you capacitate them to act in a very political environment where it can be personally dangerous in some cases for them to actually to act. So there is that. But there's a whole range of actors. So there's just a huge gap. There's a huge gap. Issues that should be promoted by various external actors, to support local actors, they're just not on the table to the extent that they should still in 2014. It's a little sad.